the 50-yard line. Look like he will be down on the Eagles' 49-yard line, where the Rebels will begin 1st and 10. Clayton Hussey is back to pass. Pass is incomplete. Intended for number 1, Luke Lovell. Will bring up 2nd and 10 for the Rebels. Luke Lovell, your ball carrier. Look like we may have a fumble on the play. No, they're calling him down. They're calling him down on the play. Play look like it will gain about maybe a yard for the Rebels. We'll bring up 3rd and a long 9. Hussey back to pass, intended for Scott Stinson, falls incomplete. We'll bring up 4th and 9 for the Rebels. Looks like Lowndes will be bringing in the punting team. Clayton Hussey's punt is fair caught on about the 10-yard line by number 10, Chuck Richardson. Jackson will be 1st and 10 from their own 10-yard line. Huntley Dees hands the ball off. He is met immediately by number 22, Kason Dismukes. Ball carrier was number 3, Thomas Elmore. Play will lose 2 yards, brings up 2nd and 12 for the Eagles. Pass is thrown out to number 10. Pass is complete, but he is met immediately by number 24, Jace Howard. Play gained about 1 yard. We'll bring up 3rd and 11 now for the Eagles. We have a flag on the play. Looks like it's going to be a false start called against the Eagles. That is the call. It will back them up half the distance to the goal. Ball will be placed on the Eagles' 4-yard line. will bring up third and about 15 or 16 yards now for the Eagles. Number 7, Huntley Dees, has to throw the ball away. Good coverage there by the Rebels. Will bring up 4th and 16 for the Eagles. Eagles punt is short, goes out of bounds on the 27-yard line, where the Rebels will be in great field position. They will be 1st and 10 from the Eagles' 27-yard line. Let's see what Hussey and the offense can do here with good field position. Clayton Hussey, your ball carrier, takes it up to about the 20-yard line, brought down by number 23, Harley Dixon. Play will gain 7 yards. We'll bring up 2nd and 3 for the Rebels. Clayton Hussey, again, your ball carrier. Number 75, Walker Whitehead, first one to meet him. Play gain 1 yard. We'll bring up 3rd and 2 for the Rebels. Clayton Hussey, your ball carrier. Hit by number 75, Walker Whitehead again. See where they spot the ball. Ball will be spotted on the 18-yard line. We'll bring up 4th and 1 for the Rebels. Cason Dismutes is your ball carrier. See where the spot is. I don't know. According to where the refs are walking in. Looks like we're going to have a measurement, but from my view, it looks like we're going to be a little short. Jackson Academy will take over on downs. Lowndes is about a yard short. Jackson will be 1st and 10 from the 18-yard line. Number 4, Kane Richardson, your ball carrier. He was hit by number 77, Ashton Yelder. Play will gain about 5 yards, brings up 2nd and 5 for the Eagles. Cameron Thomas was your ball carrier. He was first met by number 22, Cason Dismutes. Play will gain about 1 yard, brings up 3rd and 4 for the Eagles. See if the Rebels defense can get tough here and hold them. We have an offsides penalty called against the Rebels. First down now because of the penalty. Ball will be spotted on the Eagles' 29-yard line. Number 4, Kane Richardson, your ball carrier. Tackle made by number 77, Ashton Yelder. Play will gain about 2 yards, or 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 for the Eagles. Ball's handed off to number 4, Kane Richardson, brought down by number 22, Cason Dismukes. Looks like we have another penalty flag on the field. It's going to be against the Eagles. Will be a false start against Jackson Academy. Ball will now be backed up to about the 24-yard line. Well, let's see. He's moving it. Hang on. They've now put the ball back in the original position, so let's see what's going on. Now we're going to step off the 5 yards. Ball will be backed up now to the Eagles' 27-yard line. Brings up 2nd and 12 for the Eagles. Ball is handed off to number 15, Cameron Thomas. Brought down by number 55, Clay Duncan. Play will actually lose a yard. Looks like we're going to be 3rd and about 14 for the Eagles. D's back to pass. He is hit in the backfield by number 55, Clay Duncan, and number 20, Trey Thomas, for a large loss. Eagles will be all the way back to their own 18-yard line. We'll bring up 4th and 22 for the Eagles. Noah Smith back to receive the punt for the Rebels. We have looked like maybe a timeout on the field. Timeout on the field called by the Eagles. Noah Smith on the return. Hardly any gain brought down instantly by number 45, Xander Jordan. But Rebels will be 1st and 10 from the Eagles' 46-yard line. Clayton Hussey's pass is complete to number 21, Scott Stinson, brought down by number 4, Kane Richardson. Play will be good for a Rebel first down. Previous pass went for 11 yards. Rebels will be 1st and 10 from the Eagles' 35-yard line. Hussey back to pass again. Pass complete again to number 21, Scott Stinson. Brought down by number 10, Chuck Richardson. Play will be good for another Rebel first down. Rebels will be 1st and 10 from the Eagles' 17-yard line. Clayton Hussey, your ball carrier. Everyone was covered. Sacked in the backfield there by number 23, Harley Dixon. Looks like play will lose about 2 yards. Ball will be moved back to the Eagles' 19-yard line. Clayton Hussey calls his own number, takes off down the field. Let's see, he's in. Touchdown, Rebels! Number 3, Clayton Hussey takes it in for about 19 yards out. Alan Pachenko in to attempt the extra point kick. Pachenko's kick is up. Kick is good. So with 44 seconds left in the first quarter, Lowndes Academy 7, Jackson Academy 0. Pachenko in to kick the ball off for the Rebels. Thomas Elmore back deep to receive for the Eagles. Also back is Luke Gunner. Pachenko's kick is taken by number 5, Noah Currigan, brought down by number 1, Luke Lovell for the Rebels. So 38 seconds left in the first quarter. Eagles will have the ball 1st and 10 from their own 42-yard line. Got a stoppage of play, delay of game. The game called against the Eagles. That will be a 5-yard step off. Bring it up 1st and 15 for the Eagles. Huntley D's pass is broken up by number 21, Scott Stinson, intended for number 10, Chuck Richardson. Great defensive play by Stinson to knock that ball down. Number 7, Huntley D's hands the ball off to number 4, Kane Richardson, but we do have a penalty flag on the field. It's going to be a personal foul, face mask. Face mask will be called against the Rebels. Be a 15-yard step off. The ball will now be on the Rebels' 46-yard line, where the Eagles will be 1st and 10. Huntley Deeds, your ball carrier, met by number 6, Cooper Dansby. Also in on the tackle, number 22, Cason Dismutes. Play will only gain 1 yard. And that will be the end of your first quarter with the score: Rebels of Lowndes Academy 7, Jackson Academy Eagles 0. I'd like to thank some of our supporting Lowndes Academy sponsors today that helped do this broadcast: Lane Cattle Company and QV Gas Station in Hayneville, Mid-State Stockyards, Deep South Loan and Property Management, Pro Impact Physical Therapy, TEC Tractor and Equipment Company, McGraw-Webb Chevrolet, Bent Tree Electric, Montgomery Cardiovascular Associates, BBUWP, Warren Averett CPAs, Dansby Trucking, Grout Incorporated, Campo del Rio, Lockhart Air Conditioning and Heating, IDS Concrete Cutting, Riverbend Builders, and Allen Page, the Brazzles, Box Aviation, and LA Property Management, and also Moe's Trucking. Again, I'd like to thank these sponsors for helping us do this broadcast today. We did have an injury on the field out there. Number 75, Walker Whitehead, is being helped off the field. He is one of their key linemen. I believe he's playing center today. Hopefully this kid's okay. We will be now resuming play with Jackson Academy has the ball 2nd and 9 from their Rebels 45-yard line. Huntley D's pass falls incomplete. We'll bring up 3rd and 9 for the Eagles. Dees' pass is complete to number 1, Luke Gunner. Play will gain about 8 yards. Looks like the Eagles will be about a yard short of making the first down. Will be 4th and 1 for the Eagles. See if the Rebels defense can be tough right here. Dees calls his own number. He's met in the backfield by number 6, Cooper Dansby. Rebels will take over on down. He was hit on the 40-yard line. Rebels will have the ball 1st and 10 from their own 40-yard line. Big play there by Cooper Dansby. Timeout on the field called by the Rebels. Play clock had got down to about 4 seconds, so the Rebels will take a timeout. Again, as you can see, our sponsors on the screen, like just if you see one of these companies, tell them thank you for their support of the Lowndes broadcast today. So after the timeout, Rebels will be 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. Clayton Hussey, your ball carrier, takes it out wide. Looks like he will be knocked out of bounds by number 23, Harley Dixon. Hussey gets about 6 yards. We'll bring up closer to 7 yards. We'll call it 2nd and 3 for the Rebels. Clayton Hussey hands the ball off to number 6, Cooper Dansby. Brought down by Brody Mosley. Play will gain about 1 yard, brings up 3rd and 2 now for the Rebels. Clayton Hussey calls his own number. Gets the ball up to about the 50-yard line. Brought down by number 15, Cameron Thomas. Play will be good for a Rebel first down. Ball will be spotted at midfield. Hussey's pass complete to number 21, Scott Stinson. Play gains about 9 yards. Stinson brought down by number 23, Harley Dixon. Will bring up 2nd and 1 now for the Rebels. Ball will be spotted on the Eagles' 41-yard line. Clayton Hussey back to pass. Takes off down the field. See where they spot him. Looks like he's going to be knocked out of bounds on about the 39-yard line. That play will be good for a first down. Run out of bounds by Kane Richardson for the Eagles. Rebels will be 1st and 10 from the Eagles' 39-yard line. Luke Lovell, your ball carrier. Like he's going to get about 9 yards on the play. Number 45, Xander Jordan with the tackle. Clayton Hussey calls his own number. Tough run there, but he will be brought down on about the 26-yard line. Kane Richardson with the tackle. Play will be good for another Rebel first down. Clayton Hussey is back to pass. Pass is caught by Luke Lovell, but he is out of bounds on the but we do have a penalty flag on the play. Let's see what the penalty flag is. Looks like we're going to have an illegal player downfield. Illegal receiver called against the Rebels. Yeah, 5-yard step off. Clayton Hussey back to pass. Intercepted by number 10, Chuck Richardson. Hussey will run him down, though. Now we have a late penalty flag. Looks like going to be a late hit called against the Rebels. Late hit out of bounds. It will be a personal foul called against the Rebels. Be a half the distance of the goal. Jackson will have the ball 1st and 10 on the Rebels' 8-yard line. Number 15, Cameron Thomas, your ball carrier, brought down by number 22, Kason Dismukes. Eagles will be 1st and goal from the Rebels' 4-yard line. Number 4, your ball carrier, maybe a yard on the play, met by number 6, Cooper Dansby for the Rebels. Play did gain about 2 yards, brings up 3rd and goal from the 2-yard line for the Eagles. Number 4, your ball carrier, hit the backfield again by number 6, Cooper Dansby. Number 4, Kane Richardson falls forward, but we do have an injured player on the field for the Eagles. Injured player, he comes off, number 4, Kane Richardson. He is coming off on his own power. So brings up 4th and goal for the Eagles from about the 1.5-yard line. See if this Rebel defense can be stiff right here. Fumble on the play. Let's see, he's picked up. Let's see if the Rebels can keep him out of the end zone, and it looks like they will. Yes, the Rebels do hold him. Looks like big number 64, Nick Dugan, first one in there. Rebels will have the ball 1st and 10 from the 1-yard line. Rebels defense comes up strong there with the goal line stand. So Rebels now take over. See if we can punch this thing away from this goal line here. Kason Dismukes, your ball carrier. He does barely get it out of the end zone. Looks like the ball is going to be on about the half-yard line. Clayton Hussey, your ball carrier, takes it out to about the 5-yard line. He will be tackled by number 45, Xander Jordan. Play gained about 4 yards. Brings up 3rd and 6 now for the Rebels. Timeout is called on the field by the Rebels. Play clock was getting down low. After the timeout, Rebels are 3rd and 6. Looks like we have a offsides probably called. Eagles do jump. Let's see. Yes, it is offsides called against the Eagles. Be a 5-yard step off. Brings up 3rd and 1 now for the Rebels. Clayton Hussey calls his own number. Drives forward. Let's see where he is brought down, where the ball will be spotted. Met by number 75, Walker Whitehead. Play only gained about a half a yard. We'll bring up 4th and 1 for the Rebels. Looks like Shane Moy is leaving his offense on the field. Just trying to draw him off sides. Rebels will call another timeout. That will be the Rebels' final timeout of the half. Looks like Hussey will be going back in punt formation. Hussey's punt will roll out of bounds on about the 37-yard line. So with 2:48 left in the first half, Eagles will have the ball 1st and 10 now from the Rebels' 37-yard line. Huntley D's back to pass. He's being pressured. Pressured in the backfield by number 6, Cooper Dansby. D's just has to throw the ball away. We'll bring up 2nd and 10 now for the Eagles. D's hands the ball off to number 15. Brought down by number 77, Ashton Yelder. Cameron Thomas was your ball carrier. Play will fail to gain. Possibly even losing about a half a yard. We'll bring up 3rd and 10, let's just say, for the Eagles. Clock is now under 2 minutes for the first half. D's back to pass. Pass is incomplete. Intended for number 11, Zach Barr. Defending on the play for the Rebels was number 1, Luke Lovell. Brings up 4th and 10 now for the Eagles with 1 minute and 37 seconds left in the half. D's back to pass. Pass completed to number 1, Luke Gunner. Goes out of bounds on the 21-yard line. Play will be good for an Eagle first down. I don't think, after looking at the replay, he never had possession of the ball there. Never had complete possession. I don't know how that was a catch. That pass will be batted down by number 77, Ashton Yelder.
That ball was never caught. He never had.
Huntley D's back to pass again. Throws the ball away, being pressured in the backfield by number 6, Cooper Dansby. So with 1 minute and 19 seconds left in the half, Eagles will be 3rd and 10. Ball is on the ground, picked up by number 77, Ashton Yelder, who knocked it loose. Rebels will have the ball 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line. Big play there by big number 77, Ashton Yelder. So Rebels will have the ball now with 1 minute and 11 seconds in the half to see what we can do. Hussey back to pass. Pass is complete to number 8, Noah Smith. Play will be good for a Rebel first down. Smith goes out of bounds on the Eagles' 48-yard line. Clayton Hussey's pass is caught by number 6, Cooper Dansby, but he was out of bounds on the catch, so we'll bring up 2nd and 10. With 1 minute left in the half. Clayton Hussey is hit in the backfield by number 75, Walker Whitehead. Also there, number 5, Noah Courageon. Play will lose about 4 yards. Brings up 3rd and 14 now for the Rebels. Cason Dismute, your ball carrier, gets the 4 yards back. Rebels looks like they're just going to run the ball to get out of the first half. Clock is down to below 10 seconds. That will be, looks like the final play of your first half with the score, Lowndes Academy 7, Jackson Academy 0. It will be a 20-minute halftime, so we will resume streaming here in just a little bit. Alan Pachenko will be kicking off for the Rebels. Thomas Elmore will be back deep to receive the kick for the Eagles. Looks like the Rebels will get the kickoff. Yes, we will. Rebels, no one for the Eagles touched the ball. Rebels fall on it on the 34-yard line of the Eagles, where the Rebels will begin 1st and 10. That's a good way to start out the second half. See if our offense can do something here with it. Hussey hands the ball off to number 22, Cason Dismutes. Looks like the Eagles may have it, though. See if there was called a fumble. Yes, it is called a fumble on the play. Jackson Academy will now have the ball 1st and 10 on the 36-yard line. Ball is handed off to number 15, Cameron Thomas, brought down by number 3, Clayton Hussey, but looks like we do have a penalty flag on the field. Personal foul face mask is the call against the Rebels. That will be a 15-yard step off. Eagles will now have the ball 1st and 10 on the Rebels' 48-yard line. Huntley Dees hands it off to number 4, Kane Richardson, met in the backfield instantly by number 6, Cooper Dansby. Play looks like it will lose a little over a yard. Brings up 2nd and, let's say, 12 yards for the Eagles. Ball will be spotted on the 50-yard line. Huntley Dees back to pass. Pass is completed to number 1, Luke Gunner. Tackle made by number 1, Luke Lovell for the Rebels, but Eagles will be 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. Pass went for 41 yards. Number 15, your ball carrier. It's Cameron Thomas. Tackle made by number 55, Clay Duncan for the Rebels. Play will lose 3 yards will bring up 2nd and goal from about the 12-yard line. Huntley Dees is back to pass. Pass is completed to number 1, Luke Gunner. Eagles score a touchdown. Jackson Academy will line up to go for a 2-point conversion. Is good. Pass is completed to number 4, Kane Richardson. So with 9:35 left in the third quarter, scores now Jackson 8, Lowndes 7. Scott Stinson and Luke Lovell will be back deep to receive for the Rebels. Austin Wiggum will be kicking off for the Eagles. The kick, let's see, we have a penalty flag on the field. Illegal procedure will be the call against the Eagles. Be a 5-yard step off, and the Eagles will re-kick. Eagles will now be kicking off from the 35-yard line. Cooper Dansby picks up the kickoff, takes it over to the Eagles' 48-yard line, where the Rebels will be 1st and 10. Actually, from the 49-yard line, where the Rebels will begin 1st and 10. See if the Rebels offense can get back to score, just scored by the Jackson. Noah Smith, your ball carrier, brought down by Harley Dixon for the Eagles. Play will lose 3 yards. Will bring up 2nd and 13 now for the Rebels. Clayton Hussey's pass is complete to number 21, Scott Stinson. Stinson takes the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line, where the Rebels will be 1st and 10. This play went for about 18 yards. We have penalty flags on the field. Looks like we're going to have a false start against the Rebels. We had several folks moving before the ball was snapped. False start is the call against the Rebels. Be a 5-yard step off. Ball will be moved back to the 40-yard line. Brings up 1st and 15 now for the Rebels. Clayton Hussey's pass, caught by Noah Smith. Touchdown, Rebels! That play went for 40 yards. Hussey to Smith. Rebels retake the lead. Looks like the Rebels will be lining up to go for 2. Oh, Hussey's pass is too high, intended for number 1, Luke Lovell. So with 7:58 now left in the third quarter, scores now Lowndes Academy 13, Jackson Academy 8. Jackson Academy is number 8. E.J. Hunt calls for the fair catch. So the Eagles will have the ball 1st and 10 from their own 37-yard line. Number 15, Cameron Thomas, your ball carrier. Tackle made by number 77, Ashton Yelder. Play will lose 2 yards. Brings up 2nd and, we're losing about a yard actually. Brings up 2nd and 11 for the Eagles. Huntley Dees is sacked in the backfield by number 64, Nick Dugan for the Rebels. That play will lose another 6 yards. Will bring up, looks like about 3rd and 17 now for the Eagles. Good penetration overall by the Rebels. Huntley D's pass is complete to number 10, Chuck Richardson. Eagles now will be 1st and 10 from the Rebels' 26-yard line. We have penalty flags on the field. Let's see, we had movement on both sides. Offsides will be the call against the Rebels. Number 4 gets the handoff for the Eagles. Kane Richardson was your ball carrier. First hit by number 64, Nick Dugan. Brings up 2nd and 1 now for the Eagles. Huntley D's back to pass. It is incomplete. Pass intended for Luke Gunner. Defending on the play is also number 1, Luke Lovell for the Rebels. Brings up 3rd and 1 now for the Eagles. Number 4, Richardson gets the ball, hit by number 77, Ashton Yelder. Looks like he's going to be short. Previous play did not gain anything, so brings up 4th and 1 for the Eagles. See if our Rebels here can come up with another big stop on 4th and 1. Ball is spotted on the Rebels 17-yard line. Number 4 gets the ball. Looks like he is going to be stopped. He is hit in the backfield there. Number 6, Cooper Dansby, looks like he's the first one through. Let's see where the ball. Nope, Rebels will hold. Rebels will have the ball 1st and 10. But I do see a penalty flag over on the far sideline. It's a sideline warning against the Eagles. So Rebels hold there. Rebels will now be 1st and 10 from their own 17-yard line. Big stop there for the Rebel defense. See if our offense can do something with it now. Hussey calls his own number, takes it off the right side. Tackle made by Hunter Hillman for the Eagles. Play will gain about 6 yards, brings up 2nd and 4 for the Rebels. Clayton Hussey with the pass, throws at number 21, Scott Stinson. Pass is complete, brought down by number 15, Cameron Thomas. Play will gain about 2 yards, brings up 3rd and 2, looks like, for the Rebels. Actually gained 3 yards, will bring up 3rd and 1. Hussey's pass is batted down at the line of scrimmage by number 70, James Cunningham. We'll bring up 4th and 1 now for the Rebels. See what Coach Moy decides to do here. Looks like he's bringing in his punting team. Clayton Hussey is back to punt for the Rebels. He calls his own number, a fake. Nobody was coming after him. He will get the first down for the Rebels. Hussey takes it out to about the 34-yard line. Good read there. No one was coming after him, and he took it out and got the first down. So Rebels will have the ball 1st and 10 from their own 34-yard line. Left side opened up. He took advantage of it. So let's see if offense can keep moving the ball. Clayton Hussey again calls his own number, takes it off the right side. He has broke loose. Let's see if anybody can run him down. He will be run down. Finally brought down about the 10-yard line by number 11, Zach Barr. So Rebels will be 1st and 10. Looks like just right outside the 10-yard line, about the 10.5-yard line. That previous play went for about 56 yards. Clayton Hussey hands it off to number 22, Cason Dismutes, brought down by Walker Whitehead. Dismutes takes it up to about the 8-yard line. We're going to call it a 3-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 7 for the Rebels. Rebels can't get a first down without scoring. Clayton Hussey hands it off to number 1, Luke Lovell. He takes it around the right end. Let's see if he gets in. Nope, they're going to call him out of bounds on about the 1-yard line. Knocked out of bounds by number 10 there, Chuck Richardson for the Eagles. So Rebels will be 3rd and about a half a yard to make the first down. Ball will be spotted on the 1-yard line. Rebels got to hurry. It's only about 6 seconds left on the play clock. Coach Moy will call a timeout here. So the Rebels call a timeout with 3rd and about a half a yard from the 1-yard line. Big play here for the Rebels. Go up a 2-touchdown lead here if we could punch this ball in. There is 1 minute and 37 seconds left in the 3rd quarter here. Clayton Hussey calls his own number. He will take it in. Touchdown, Rebels. Number 3, Clayton Hussey calls his own number, takes it off around left end. Like the Rebels offense will stay on the field here. Rebels will be going for 2. Pass is intended for number 21, Scott Stinson, but it looks like we're going to have pass interference there. He was tripped up trying to catch the ball because there is a penalty flag in the end zone. See what the call is. It will be pass interference. Ball will be moved half the distance, and we will replay the extra point attempt. Clayton Hussey around the left side. Throws the ball. It is caught by number 22, Casey Dismutes, for the two-point conversion. So the score is now Lowndes Academy 21, Jackson Academy 8, with just a minute and 31 seconds left in the third quarter. Alan Pachenko in to do the kicking for the Rebels. Looks like Rebels may get the ball again. The Eagles did not recover. Number 8, Noah Smith, comes up with the ball. Rebels will have the ball again. 1st and 10 from the Eagles' 37-yard line. That's the second time that's happened. So Rebels from the Eagles' 37-yard line. The offense of the Rebels is back on the field. Clayton Hussey pitches the ball out to number 22, Casey Dismutes, for a short gain. Number 45, Xander Jordan, first one on the tackle, and also in there was number 65, Brody Mosley. Play will gain just 1 yard, brings up 2nd and 9 now for the Rebels. Clayton Hussey, your ball carrier. Play will lose a yard. We'll bring up, actually lost 2 yards. It'll be 3rd and 11 now for the Rebels. Hussey back to pass, completed pass, number 6, Cooper Dansby, tripped up. Looks like he got tripped up by his own player. Guess we could officially give number 15, Cameron Thomas, the tackle, but that will be the end of your third quarter with the score Lowndes Academy 21, Jackson Academy 8. So one more quarter for the Rebels here to try to go back-to-back as 1A state champions. 12 more minutes for the Rebels. Again, we'd like to thank all our sponsors today that did help us do this broadcast here. As the Rebels do go for the opportunity to go back-to-back champions, something we haven't done in Lowndes Academy history. Rebels will be 4th and 4 to start the fourth quarter. Coach Moore is sending his offense back on the field. We have false start called against the Rebels. That will be a 5-yard step off. Pass is incomplete. Number 8, Noah Smith, tries to throw the ball back to number 3, Clayton Hussey, and it falls incomplete. Jackson will take over on downs. Jackson will have the ball 1st and 10 from their own 36-yard line. Jackson throws the ball. It is batted down by number 3, Clayton Hussey. Brings up 2nd and 10 now for the Eagles. There was a penalty flag on the field. Holding was the call against the Eagles, so that'll be a 10-yard step off. Ball will be moved all the way back to the Eagles' 26-yard line. We'll bring up 1st and 20 now for the Eagles. Huntley D's back to pass for the Eagles. Knocked out of bounds by number 55, batted down by Clay Duncan for the Rebels. Brings up 2nd and 20 now for the Eagles. Huntley D's pass is complete to number 1, Luke Gunner. Brought down by number 1, Luke Lovell for the Rebels. Play will only gain about 5 or 6 yards. So I'll call it 6. Brings up 3rd and 14 for the Eagles. Actually, we'll bring up 3rd and 15 for the Eagles. Huntley D's back to pass. Pass is batted down at the line of scrimmage, look like by number 55, Clay Duncan. Brings up 4th and 15 now for the Eagles. Eagles punt will be short. It will be downed on the 39-yard line, where the Rebels will be 1st and 10 from the Eagles' 39-yard line. Casey Dismute's your ball carrier. Brought down by Brody Mosley for the Eagles. Play will gain about 6 yards, brings up 2nd and 4 for the Rebels. Clayton Hussey calls his own number. Looks like he will gain about 5 yards and be enough, looks like, to pick up the 1st down for the Rebels. It will be. Rebels will be 1st and 10 from the Eagles' 28-yard line. Hussey hands the ball off to number 6, Cooper Dansby, who takes it around left end. Brought down by Xander Jordan for the Eagles. That play will gain about 7 yards, brings up 2nd and 3 now for the Rebels. Clayton Hussey back to pass. Pass is incomplete. Intended for number 1, Luke Lovell. Will bring up 3rd and 3 now for the Rebels. Hussey hands the ball off to number 21, Scott Stinson. Hard run. Looks like he may have enough for the 1st down, though. Brought down by Cameron Thomas. That play is good for a 1st down. 1st down, Rebels. Rebels will be 1st and 10 from the Eagles' 16-yard line with just 8:15 left in the game. Clayton Hussey calls his own number. Looks like he may have gained about 1 yard on the play. Brought down by Xander Jordan for the Eagles. Brings up 2nd and 9 for the Rebels. fumble on the play, but it is recovered by the Rebels. Number 1, Luke Lovell falls on the fumble. We'll bring up 3rd and 12 now for the Rebels. Clayton Hussey is back to pass. Broken up, intended for number 21, Scott Stinson. Broken up by Cameron Thomas for the Eagles. Will brings up 4th and 12 now for the Rebels. Looks like the Rebels are going to attempt a field goal. Waters box comes in for the Rebels. This will be about a 35-yard field goal attempt. Rebels call a timeout. There's 6 minutes and 27 seconds left in the game. Waters box comes in after the timeout. Rebels will be attempting a 35-yard field goal attempt. Kick is up. Kick is good. So the Rebels go up 24-8 now on the Eagles with 6 minutes and 16 seconds left. Scores now Lowndes 24, Jackson 8. Big kick there by Waters box. Gives the Rebels a 16-point lead. Alan Pachenko in now to kick off for the Rebels. Thomas Elmore deep for the Eagles. Ooh. Ball was bobbled on the kickoff, but the Eagles will fall on it. Xander Jordan comes up with the ball, so the Eagles will have the ball 1st and 10 on their own 35-yard line. Number 3, Thomas Elmore, your ball carrier, hit hard by number 22, Kason Dismukes. That play will lose about a half a yard. We'll bring up, I'm going to call it 2nd and 11 for the Eagles. Huntley's pass is complete to number 15, Cameron Thomas. Tackle made by Case and Dismutes for the Rebels. Eagles are a hurry-up offense right now. Dees' pass is caught by number 1, Luke Gunner. Defended well by number 1, Luke Lovell, but number 1 comes up with a great catch for the Eagles. Eagles will be 1st and 10 now from the Rebels' 26-yard line. Huntley Dees back again to pass. Pass complete to number 10, Chuck Richardson, knocked out of bounds by number 21, Scott Stinson. That play will gain about 5 yards, brings up 2nd and 5 now for the Eagles. Huntley D's pass is incomplete, intended for Chuck Richardson. Defending on the play was number 3, Clayton Hussey. Will bring up 3rd and 5 now for the Eagles. Ball will be spotted on the Rebels' 21-yard line. Huntley B's back to pass for the Eagles. Ball is incomplete, batted around, but goes out the back of the end zone. So we'll bring up 4th and 5 now for the Eagles. Clock is stopped with 4 minutes and 24 seconds. Lowndes Academy calls their final timeout. See if the Rebels defense here can be tough again. Eagles will be 4th and 5. They're trying to draw the Rebels off sides. They do snap the ball. Pass is incomplete, intended for number 15, Cameron Thomas, broken up by number 3, Clayton Hussey. Rebels will take over on downs. So the Rebels will take over with 4 minutes and 19 seconds. Rebels are just 4 minutes and 19 seconds away from a back-to-back state championships. It will be the first time again in Lowndes Academy history if we can pull this off with just 4 minutes and 19 seconds left. But the Rebels offense is back on the field. Eagles do have 3 timeouts remaining. Casey Dismute's your ball carrier. He will be tackled by number 8, E.J. Hunt. Dismutes will pick up about 2 yards. Brings up 2nd and 8 now for the Rebels. Clock is now under 4 minutes. Rebels need to hurry. There's only about 6 seconds left on the play clock. Rebels do get the snap off. Clayton Hussey calls his own number. He's hit instantly in the backfield by number 75, Walker Whitehead. Actually, there was no gain on the previous play. We'll bring up 3rd and 8 now for the Rebels. Hussey back to pass. Intended for number 1, Luke Lovell. Pass is incomplete. Defending on the play was number 7, Huntley Dees. We'll bring up 4th and 8 now for the Rebels. Just 2 minutes and 49 seconds remaining in the game. Clayton Hussey is back to punt for the Rebels. Number 10 on the return, Chuck Richardson. Tackle made by number 55, Clay Duncan for the Rebels.
Chuck Richardson with the return.
Richardson gets about 3 yards on the return. Eagles will have the ball 1st and 10 from their own 47-yard line.
First down, Jackson Academy.
2 minutes and 34 seconds now remaining in the game. Score again is Lowndes 24, Jackson 8. Rebels just need to get stiff here on defense and hold for another 2.5 minutes. Huntley Dees is back to pass, being pressured in the backfield, and he just throws that into nobody. I don't know where he was throwing that. How in the world? That is not intentional grounding. I do not know. There is no one around where he threw that ball. Our coaches are throwing a fit on the sideline too. I'm not sure what game this ref's watching, but wow. Eagles will call their first time out of the half. Again, there's just 2 minutes and 28 seconds left in the game. And again, I'd like to thank all our corporate sponsors today that helped do this broadcast and supporting the Lowndes Academy Rebels. Huntley Dees back to pass. Pass is incomplete. Knocked down by number 55, Clay Duncan for the Rebels. We'll bring up 3rd and 10 now for the Eagles. Dees was pressured in the backfield then by number 20, Trey Thomas. Huntley Dees back to pass again, being pressured again in the backfield, and that pass is incomplete. Number 77, Ashton Yelder. Number 22, Casey Dismute, putting a lot of pressure on number 7, Huntley Dees for the Eagles. That will bring up 4th and 10 now for the Eagles. The Rebels can just hold here. There's 2 minutes and 13 seconds left in the game. This Rebels defense has been tough all year. Let's see if they can do one more, hold them here. Huntley Dees is back again to pass. Knocked down by number 21, Scott Stinson. Rebels will take over on downs. So the Rebels are 2 minutes and 4 seconds away from going back-to-back as state champions. Again, that is something that has never been done in Lowndes Academy history. Rebels will have the ball 1st and 10 from the Eagles' 47-yard line. Clayton Hussey, your ball carrier then. Tackled by Hunter Hillman. Play will fail to gain. Brings up 2nd and 10 now for the Rebels. Just 1 minute and 35 seconds left on the clock. Again, the score is Lowndes 24, Jackson 8. Hussey's letting the play clock run down as low as he can. He hands it off to number 11, Chase Rudder. Rudder will be tackled on about the 45-yard line by Xander Jordan. Play gains about 2 yards. We'll bring up 3rd and 8. Clock is now ticking down to about 45 seconds. Hussey's letting the play clock go down as low as he can before snapping the ball. He will hand it off to number 21, Scott Stinson, tackled by Xander Jordan. Eagles will call a timeout.
A loss of a yard on the play. Timeout. Jackson Academy.
So with 20.2 seconds left, the Rebels are up 24-8. The Eagles have called a timeout. They put some time back on the clock, so now it's just 30 seconds left in the game. Eagles will be 4th and 2. Rebels will be 4th and 8. I'm sorry. Hussey punched the ball. Number 10 takes the ball, Chuck Richardson, on about the 2-yard line.
Chuck Richardson with the return.
Knocked out of bounds by number 22, Cason Dismute. So the Eagles will have the ball 1st and 10 on their own 23-yard line with just 20.3 seconds left in the game. Looks like our Lowndes Academy Rebels will be going back-to-back state champions again this year. No one really gave us a chance. Everyone was predicting Jackson again because they were undefeated, but Rebels have come in and played tough again. Little flea flicker on the play. Number 1, Luke Gunner, your ball carrier. He will be knocked out of bounds by number 20, Trey Thomas. Looks like he is hurt on the play. We got an injury on the field with 15.8 seconds left. Number 3, Thomas Elmore, was the injured Eagle player, but he is up and is coming across the field, mainly on his own power. Huntley D's back to pass for the Eagles. That ball will be intercepted by number 1, Luke Lovell for the Rebels. Rebels will be 1st and 10 from the 31, but it's just 2.9 seconds left in the game. Rebels will repeat as state 1A champions again. All Rebels have to do is take a knee here with just 2.9 seconds left. Clayton Hussey takes a knee for the Rebels, and that will be the end of our ball game. The final score will be Lowndes Academy 24, Jackson Academy 8. Lowndes Academy Rebels have done something that's never been done in Lowndes Academy's history, repeating as back-to-back state champions. Couldn't be more proud of this team as I've watched them all year and announced for them. What a ball game, guys. And I thank everyone who did watch this broadcast today. And again, I want to thank all our corporate sponsors today for helping us do this broadcast. Our trophy presentation will be coming up here in just a few minutes.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we direct your attention to midfield for the trophy presentation to Coach Ronnie Beck. At this time, we'd also like to thank our media that's here today to cover these student athletes and to cover our game. I do want to remind the media, immediately following the awards presentation, our media room up under the Alabama Power sign will have the coach champion, the runner-up coach and 2 players, and the champion coach and 2 players in the media room below the Alabama Power. That way we can get off the field and get ready for the next game. So we'll like for y'all to come to the media room and take care of that. At this time, we'll go to our awards presentation. First, our Class A 2022 state runner-up, the Eagle from Jackson Academy. And our Class A 2022 state champ, the Rebels from Lowndes Academy. Again, congratulations to both teams, and thank you for coming out and supporting these young men.